Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Fantasy World Building. So, between episodes, I have been doing a bit of building whilst procrastinating something else I was meant to do. Not anything terribly interesting. Mostly it's just trying to figure out the paths up in this area. We're up above at the there's the old chest monster. I'm trying basically what I'm trying to do is figure out each step, each level going on up the mountain. You know, what level it'll start at this in this area right here, like this little corner of the mountain, trying to work my way up. I've started to kind of I don't want to say work on what is going to be the springs area. You know, where the spring will come out of the mountain. I wouldn't say I've worked on it, but I've kind of gotten a general idea for what it's kind of gonna look like. I mean, it's all, you know, just cobblestone bits, and it's probably... yeah, I don't know. It's something. And then, of course, this right here is going to be the tower that we're going to do out of Ashen stone. But up on these levels, I kind of got a little garden area, a bit of grass, little plant. This actually was here already. Thought it'd be cool to kind of incorporate it into this little area here. I'm thinking of putting like a bench here, you know, for like watching the sunset. I don't know, thought it was kind of nice. I've also kind of done this because I was trying to work up here and it's just freezing cold, and getting out of the snow lets you just slightly be warm enough to kind of work around here. So, I'm actually thinking that we should put up more of this, like along many of the paths, up above many of the paths. You know, like here, maybe. So far we've kind of only got it over the chimneys and over, like, the porch areas of the houses, but I think it makes sense for it to be over areas of the pathways as well, because it does snow here quite a bit. But for this episode, I think what we want to do is go back downstairs. I think we'll take some extra supplies and bits and pieces and go ahead and head on back. Again, part of the reason that I wanted to work down there in the first place was because it was just so cold in the dead of winter. And it's not quite the dead of winter anymore, but it's still just too cold. Or more specifically, I'm kind of tired of dealing with the cold, so I'm going downstairs to get out of it. I have been pulling this out of some of the houses that had it in there. I don't... because we don't have, like, unbreaking or anything on this, I kind of don't want to use it just willy-nilly, but it seems... but, I mean, that seems like an appropriate use for it, I guess. I don't know. One thing I did think of, though, is this. We keep... Well, to start off with, I didn't really want to use it because it was kind of, oh, what's the word? It seemed kind of wrong to just be, like, skipping straight to those sorts of tools, like at the very beginning when we were using the flint stuff. You know, the whole no tree punching tech tree thing, and I kind of didn't want to use this because of that. And then I discovered that the this stuff is theoretically on par with diamond. However, one thing I didn't consider is the possibility that actually this stuff has a really low durability. Somebody mentioned in the comments that it would be really cool. I made too much of that. It would be really cool if the crystal stuff was really low durability, you know? But I hadn't ever actually tested it out. I hadn't ever made any of this stuff to find out, so let's just kind of take a look. No, it's definitely sturdy. Well, it's not as sturdy as the diamond. 1561 versus 1,000 even. Yeah, that does kind of reinforce my thought that this stuff is maybe a little bit overpowered because, like, I mean, that's not difficult to get once you get into one of these forests. Like, that's... Yeah, that just... Maybe, like, there are two things I might potentially do. One is to see if I can go that route of making the durability quite low. You know, so, like, yeah, you can get diamond tools, or diamond equivalent, but it's, you know, not high quality. Or not high durability, so it's useful, but it's kind of limitedly useful. Limitedly? You know what I mean. The other thing I could do is just to change that recipe to require something else, something more. Don't know. But either way, that does, that just, it's a little overpowered, to be honest. Ooh, I want to take some of these. For sure. But, knowing this, I suppose... Fortune 1. I'd really like Unbreaking, to be honest. Because, like, the diamond pickaxe having silk touch is great, but I'd also like a diamond level pickaxe that's, you know, something I can use less sparingly, basically. Oh well. I mean, I suppose we can just use that as a diamond pickaxe. Suppose we'll go ahead and take some more ores as well. Yeah. And I think that ought to do it. Yeah, let's go ahead and head on out, head on down. And it's turning night. Perfect. Oh, that sounds not good. I think that sound is it relocating. Ugh. Do not like that one bit. No, thank you. Water. Boat. Safety. Run away. As far as I'm aware, those things can only really travel in, like, sand or gravel. I've never seen them go onto anything like stone. But I'll tell you, the sound effects, the sounds that those things make are really freaky. Really, really freaky. Oh man, the glow shrooms have really taken off. These sprout things are very weird. Like, it doesn't... It's not as extreme as the black ones and the blue ones. They definitely turn your skin a different color. But, let's see. Brought a bit more marble, so we can do a bit of that. We even haven't had a bit left over. Very nice. So, let's see. The main thing is going to be the Silk Touch. Because I believe that will allow us to... Where's our bone meal? Here we go. Here's the thing. We have no tree punching, which makes it so that you can't pick up blocks if the tool is incorrect. So I'm not sure if this counts. Nope, it still works. Cool. That was my main worry with all of this, is that it wasn't going to actually let us do this without getting Silk Touch on an axe, which is does putting an axe into a enchanting table, can that give you Silk Touch? I feel like it can't, but I don't actually know. Oh, you know something I should have done is grab that flanged mace to try it out on the undead anti-zombies. Actually, I say undead. They might actually not count as undead. I'm not sure. I don't know how that works. That mod is freaky. But, yes. So, here's the deal. I think what we want to do this episode is actually try and get a... Well, two things. The first thing is this, which we now know works, so excellent. But the other thing is, I want to I want to get made up some Dawnstone and get a Dawnstone anvil. That's what I'm aiming for. Got a bit more juice in that thing. And let's see. How do we do this? Still got a bit. Gold gives silver. Copper gives gold. Oh, copper gives gold. Well, that's fantastic. Hold on. One thing I don't actually know is if this thing if you can use more than one on a single machine. Do we happen to have any more nickel? Yes, we do. And then it was iron and this, I think? Yeah. One of these, one of these. And then a bit more of this. Something like, whoops. That. We don't really need the silver from the gold, do we? What does one do with silver other than make undead killing weapons? Scales. Oh, it's one of these, but you just need 2. How much silver did we have down here? I didn't think we brought much, but maybe. I don't know. It's gonna depend on whether or not we can use more than one doohickey on a single machine. Oh, let's find out. What's Dawnstone? Dawnstone is... Okay, it's 1-to-1 gold and copper. So then... that much gold. And we do actually have a bit of Dawnstone. Oh, it totally does. Okay, interesting. That's very interesting. That suggests to me that it is theoretically possible to, well, basically, that's no... Get... What would that end up being? 64. 64 extra millibuckets. That's interesting. We would require more of these, though. Can we be bothered to do that now? Is that even a good idea to try? Okay, so that did actually make some. Interesting. Okay, so we do have nickel. That would be more than enough to make more of these. So what you want, ultimately, is 4 per melter. Yeah. Because you would put this actually on the bottom of it, I think. Where is, hold on a second. Right. So what you can do is have 4 of these on each of these. The receptor on the bottom. And then pulling stuff out here. Interesting. Is that worth doing? I suppose it would be, wouldn't it? I feel like we might be getting a bit ahead of ourselves here, because, like, we just want to make an anvil, and I feel like I'm being too picky about the materials, like using up the materials when don't necessarily need to be. Maybe. And again, maybe it would be good if we did do that and were, like, overly picky about it. You know, as much as it would be really irritating after a while, I do think it would be really cool if those things actually damaged you. Just as a, you know, a hazard that you have to work around. I don't know, maybe I'm weird. One thing I will say, though, is maybe we shouldn't do all of this. That might actually be overdoing it just a smidge. Because, like, yeah, we don't necessarily need to be overly finicky about it, but at the same time, I don't want to waste the stuff. Oh, that's literally enough. Okay, and then it is this, this, and this. Bam. Oh, I should get out the book. Book? Codex? Funky doohickey? This is brewing. Whoops, I did. Oh, you can actually uncheck them. That's cool. Right, yeah, where is the anvil? Really? Wildfire core. Okay, well, maybe it's hearth coil. No, this just smelts items. Thought we had gotten to the point where that was the next step. I guess not. Obviously not. Let's make a cinder plinth. Oh, for goodness sake. Did I really just do that? I put the ingot in, not the ore. Much better. Okay. Nothing. Let's toss together a pressure refinery too, just to see. Okay, there's a pressure refinery. Kinda funky. This is just... Oh, that's a lot of iron. I mean, theoretically we don't actually have to have built the thing, right? That's interesting. Bunch of bronze. That's less difficult than the iron. Although, I suppose, again, we've got Fortune 3 now, so we can safely, like, use iron at higher rates now. Although we don't have a whole huge amount. What does this give in the, doohickey? That's not super useful. Well, I'm not sure where... It feels like this is where, 'cause Dawnstone. Maybe Metallurgic Constructs is where it is. I don't know. Copper Charger. That seems like the sort of thing that you would need, 'cause, like, the, you can put something, I think these, into tools and using the anvil, and presumably they can be charged. What in the heck am I looking for here? This. I mean, it's not complicated or anything. Looks like you have to actually have something that can be charged to be able to put it into it. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, that might be a way to move large amounts of ember longer distances. Yeah. Yeah, this sort of thing. and it can charge stuff on the go. Let's make a copper cell. That seems like... yeah. Because maybe... Yeah, we're gonna need to, like, put together an actual workshop at some point, probably soon. Actually, come to think of it, that might be a good thing to do next episode, because, like, I think, yeah, you can actually put this stuff onto something that's already enchanted, which means we can potentially use that diamond pickaxe powered up with embers, which would mean that we wouldn't need to worry about breaking it. That's cool. Can you see how much? No. 24,000. That's pretty good. Those things hold a couple of thousand, most of them. The machines. Okay, nothing there. Automatic breaker. This is just... yeah. I'm going to just check that. I understand how that works. We don't need to make one. Gearboxes. This is for, like... well... this just seems dangerous. Let's go ahead and put one together, though. Some... oops. Okay. Bunch of copper plates. Said you can aim it with this? Interesting. That's, oh, I wonder if we can get it set up to, like, automatically kill mobs. I bet you could. Because it damages entities. Those containers are gonna be not cheap, aren't they? No, that's not actually bad. Yeah, I'm just going to check that off. Ooh. Let's take a look at that real quick first. What are these? Oh, it's a stamping recipe. Oh, weird. How do you put in... huh. Interesting. I didn't know you could put, like, items into the stamper, but obviously you can. That's interesting. Transmutation, huh? Ember alchemy. Wow, okay, this is not a simple operation. Exchange tablet. Alchemy pedestal. Oh, we're out of charcoal. Except for this bit. Thought we still had a bit of extra. Evidently not. Huh, let me just kind of go ahead and get a bit of that going. Oh, at some point we're gonna have to do something with those villagers too. I keep forgetting about them. Okay, here's both of these. We already have the beam cannon thingy. Pretty cool. That, seems like that's going to be a complicated operation to get that set up, though. So, not something we're going to do this episode. Oh, wow. Can quadruple a machine's speed. Alchemical slurry. I don't know how to make that. Oh, redstone. Is there any other way to make that? Nope, it's just melted redstone. That seems... non-renewable. This crystal cell looks like this could be fun to actually just use as decoration, potentially. That is not cheap, though. Do we even have enough Dawnstone? Maybe. Whoa. Ooh. Oh, that's cool. That's actually really cool. I like the sound effect. That's neat. That's also all our Dawnstone at the moment, except this. Did that unlock the anvil? No. Maybe it's these. Oh, we unlocked this. Oh, interesting. So the alchemy actually can fail. Huh. Let's take a look to see here. Power tools. They require Ember to be used, and they are unbreakable. High base damage. Pickaxe and shovel at the same time. Nice. I suppose. Don't know how no tree punching is going to feel about that. Right. Huh. That's cool. Okay, none of that unlocked the anvil. Really? Funky. Right, and then this can split it in different directions. This is not seeming like the right route. Wildfire core. I'm pretty sure you have to use alchemy to get to the wildfire core. Right, I've noticed this before. Where? That's cool. What does it take to make one of those pickaxes? I think it was... if I remember correctly... No? No, that's quite a bit cheaper than I thought. I mean... well, either way, that's more Dawnstone than we currently have. So the question becomes, do we try to keep pushing through the tech tree, or do we not? I'm just going to... oh, wait, this is a section. Recombobulator. I'm going to do this until I find it. It's got to be here. There is that. Needed for augment smithing. Okay, so this is actually potentially further down the line than I thought it was. Yeah. It's all the way over in augment smithing, and we're not there yet. Okay, well, I don't suppose we could just, like... Nope. Okay, well, I thought it was basically just an anvil. It is, in fact, not just an anvil. Can we fortune this with this? Oh, we can. But yeah, I have definitely had a very mistaken idea of what exactly this business entails. It's rather more complicated. Rather a lot more complicated. Not that there's anything wrong with that, it's just, I honestly kind of hoped that we would be able to get something onto the pickaxe and maybe some of our other tools this episode. And nope, that's no, not gonna happen. And to be honest, most of this episode has been spent staring at this codex and kind of just building machines and not doing anything with them. So, yeah, we're gonna need to put together a workshop. Well, let's take a look where we might want to build this. Just really quick. I don't like this. I don't like it one bit. I'm going to straighten this at some point. Maybe between episodes, maybe sometime next episode, I don't know, but yeah, But, there is always this area back here as well. And all up here. Like, this area I do want to make into, like, a factory sort of thing, but that's not really a workshop, is it? See, the problem with this sort of area is being next to the lava is way too hot, as you might expect. And, I mean, we kind of out of... Well, not quite out, but we are down 3 cooling liners, and even with all of those liners on, I couldn't stand near the lava for very long. I mean, I suppose there's not really any particular reason to agonize over it. We can always move it later. So maybe we just kind of... because I want to use these. Fortunately, we can use the jellyfish as slime. So we can make more of this than otherwise. It's still not a huge amount, to be honest. Oh! Extra. But, let's see. If this is gonna be the road over here... One thing I do like the idea of is having, like... Here I go talking about this stupid wall again. But we can, of course... Maybe I've already said this. I don't remember. But, we can dig into, like, you know, the earth, into the stone, and dig back and build a bunch of stuff that direction, but I kind of like the idea that all of the buildings, basically, all of the houses, everything has a window and probably a door into this area. So, like, maybe what we do is, like, because, like, we've got the road, and that... Am I making any sense? I don't think I'm making any sense. I don't usually make much sense, and at the moment I feel like I'm making even less than usual. But, see... I don't have a way up there anymore. Yes, I do. But you see, here's the thing. I need to do something with these guys. If we just build into the mountains, into the stone, into the ground, just willy-nilly, that's fine and all, but I feel like an interesting constraint would be for us to require at least a window into this, or one of these sorts of like natural chambers, large chambers. And I think, honestly, that kind of makes a bit of sense because airflow is a thing, and you kind of want to be able to breathe, you know? So having a requirement for there to be a window into a large chamber allows for just natural airflow. So with that in mind, what if we did... So here's an idea. We need to make sure that we actually take advantage of the vertical. So maybe this doesn't just jog that way. Maybe it goes up as well. There's like a doohickey over here, right? Yeah. And there's one of those rocks screaming at me. Did I put this dirt here? I don't think I put this dirt here. This is maybe actually a nice spot for a house, like right here. So the question is, where does the road come out, come across, come over? Hey, Lapis. And that'd be the furthest east part of the road there, except for, you know, the actual walls, but we'll get to that. If we just kind of cruise this way, will we run into anything? I don't know. Yeah, it's starting to look like the answer is no. Actually. Interestingly. So... maybe that would be... because, like, we need to be able to move the road vertically as well. So, like, if this... this is kind of confusing me a little bit. So, like, this... because this is kind of a single chunk, you know? 1, 2, 3, lamp. And then the next one would be 1, 2, 3, right there. We don't have any more, do we? No. Well, right where that door is. And if we're going with the idea of these roads being in, like, predetermined chunks, like segments, rather than any organicness to them, then... yeah, I think it would be... this. I don't know why this is confusing me so much, but it kind of is. And then would go to, like, there, and then start to stare up here. So then if we took these... this is not a correct segment. I feel like this is just confusing the whole issue, isn't it? Is it? It might be. We don't have any more of the... Oh, here we do, right here. So like that, and that right there would be another one of those. I think the ceiling should just do that, because it'd be really confusing if we tried to not make it do that. Where are we putting the stone? Like that. And then this. Does that seem... Is that a good idea to do it like that? Maybe, maybe not. So I feel like this should be one of these. No, maybe not. Because of the ceiling. This is really getting in the way. Maybe that should be like a wall. Maybe this could be one of these, just to denote, hey, here's a stair up to the next level. And then this would go that way. This is kind of hurting my brain, and I'm fully aware of the fact that it is 100% my own fault, because I'm making this more difficult for myself than it has any need to be. So, like, yes, I am aware that this is not... It doesn't need to be as complicated as I'm making it. Do none of these connect to up there, over there, around there? No. But, like... And I keep saying like. Stop that. If... Okay, here's a question. Should the houses care where they are in relation to the road? As in, should we have them on specific levels? Or should the verticality be more organic? That could be interesting. That could actually be interesting. I'm going to keep digging this a little further. There's got to be... It's got to open up into that cave somewhere here, right? Ooh, double. Oh. Yes, yes it does. Okay. Oh, you know what? I bet it's the fortune that's increasing the chances of getting lapis. That's interesting. Hard to say for certain at the moment, of course, but, you know, that if that is the case, that is interesting. Okay. We're here, we're there, we're here. This is chalk. That, I feel, is something we should be pulling out. Because it's not... Oh man, how far up does that go, though? Okay, there. It's hard to tell... Oh, okay. Maybe if we pull this chalk out, it will leave a nice little spot. Give me a second here. Okay, look, I don't think this is actually going to be... well, it's kind of stretching from way up there to way down here. It's a much larger patch than I thought it was. It's not really a patch at all. So, See your clay, though. It's definitely helpful. Oh, wow, this was a lot larger than it looked. See, this here is chalk here again. And it's got all kinds of nifty little tidbits in it. Kinda cool. But... yeah, I guess we're just gonna have to kind of figure things out on our own, by ourselves. It's not really giving us a very good... like, the terrain isn't helping the natural generation of stuff here. So maybe we just kind of start a house. Maybe, because like this, let's, I mean, apart from anything else, you're gonna want a door that has access to the road. So let's start with the idea of the road being here, which it will, I think. Yes, that's, you know what? Maybe you shouldn't have done that. You know what? Never mind. Okay, well, either way. Let's just say that there's the road there, and here. That'll be the wall there. The wall of the road. And that right there can be the door. Because the wall is 2 blocks deep, right? We might slightly be running out of space. Kind of a little bit, not really, but yeah, we have a lot of stuff here. Let me grab this stuff back. Oh, but that's something we need to figure out. Because if we're building the roads in segments, we can't just stuff things willy-nilly here and there, because if we're gonna have a door onto the road, it's gonna need to be compliant with the segments. Basically, that's the problem. That's the issue. That's the thing. I'll use dirt to illustrate. Pretend there's a dirt block there to indicate where those go. So 1, 2, 3. That'll be that, and then go this way. 1, 2, 3. There will be 1. 1, 2, 3. Whoa. Wait a minute. No, did I count that wrong? 1, 2, 3. No. 1, 2, 3. One, two, three. And by some miracle, this spot here is actually literally in line with the... Wow, okay. You know what? I'm not gonna say no to that. Let's say the center part breaks off here. How are we doing the pattern for the sides? Bricks on the side. And then obviously this is all going to be much taller. Did we decide that this is the correct height, or were we going to move it up one? I don't remember. I'd say it's probably fine. There. And then that'll be that. That'll be a lamp. That right there should probably be... wait a minute. This... You know what? I feel like it should be one up. Maybe? And then that right there is the door. Let's go with just that. And then this right here can be the actual start of the home. Do we want it there, or do we want it down a block? Again, for safety reasons. Suppose if it's inside a house, it doesn't necessarily... I suppose if it's inside a house, we're going to be paying more attention to correctly lighting everything. Hopefully, maybe. Let me finish this section a little bit here. So we have a clear indication of this is the road. Let me just make a lamp really quick. I think we have enough, right? I don't want to use too much of it. Definitely don't want to use... Yeah, we need to keep at least one, so that we can make more. There. There. And then we'll have to carve this out. That's like a cross-section of the road right there. I feel like this should be fairly deep. Like a fairly deep, ooh, what is this called? The spot where the door goes. What is that called? We're not going to use these, although that would be cool. Yeah, that would be kind of nice, but no, these are too expensive. Maybe we'll use them here and there in the more expensive houses. Maybe. I doubt it. But yeah, what is this called? The part where, like, the door goes. Should we... I don't know. Let's just say something like that. You know what? I think we are going to make it one level down, because if we're going with the idea that these people are tall, then that's not going to be a problem for them in any way. So we can just do that. And then it'll be cheaper to floor these places. I think... I'd say stone floors make sense, to be honest. Oh, no, you can't go back from that. Oh. That's... Let's just take a look at what this will look like. Maybe not at that level there. Now here's an interesting thought. What if we left the ceilings, natural stone? We could. Does that make sense for these people? I'm feeling like maybe not. If they're gonna be like fully sheathing their roads in like man-made materials, you know, maybe it wouldn't make sense for them to do natural stone in their houses. Why am I still carrying that? It's a shame that these things don't have any use to them. Well, I guess not really a shame, it's just kind of unexpected. You would sort of think they would, you know? Like maybe some kind of crusher recipe or something. So, since these people are tall, should their windows be wider? Does that make sense? maybe? What if we... For crying out loud. Well, just to make things simple, what if we did that? Have it inline the door as you come in. And then I think this should actually go all the way up. And then what? The ceiling, I think this is the ceiling? Is this the ceiling? I think that about makes sense. I think... Ow. I think this should be a 2-story. So, if that's... But see, here, look. Like, this feels too high for us, but if these people are taller than 2 blocks, if they're like 3 blocks tall, then that's like right about perfect. So I think it makes sense to have this half slab down. So, where should be the ceiling? Oh, there, that's, yes. That's why I put that down, because I think this... I think that. Because if we're gonna do the slab down, then that's gonna be the floor for upstairs. I think that, not that, no. It's rather a lot of wood. Should we be doing wood as the walls? We could do just tiles instead. Crying out loud. The problem of having with the sealed wood is that it goes one way. You can do that. You can't go back for some reason. You go back with these. Not even the pillars. Well, let's just to see, let's take a look at what that looks like. That's not looking a whole huge amount different. It's because it's not. Oh. Wait a minute. Does it? Oh, it does. So it works like a tree trunk. So what if we did that for the walls? What if we did that for the floors and ceilings instead? I feel like that works better as a floor. Though it's not to say that these don't. Oh, here's an idea. What if we did both? Or, well, neither? We did this. So that it's a different block on the, for the ceiling, it's this. For the floor, it's that. That looks not bad as a ceiling, actually. Okay, well, here's the thing. I just realized that it's been... Well, I've been recording for 2.5 hours. I did not mean to go this long, good grief. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to call it here, honestly. I've spent entirely too long agonizing over this whatever this is. Whatever it is we're doing here. Plus entirely too long staring at the codex without... I mean, I guess we got stuff built, but we didn't do anything with it. We just sort of have a collection of machines, some of which are humming ominously. But we haven't actually done anything with them. But honestly, I'm getting kind of tired, and I'm not currently thinking straight very much. This is taking far longer to figure out than it should, and I already usually take far too long to figure things out. I do like this as a ceiling. That looks kinda nice. I'm not sure if that's high enough, though. No, that should be fine-ish. I'm not sure, but I'm just, yeah, kind of getting to the point where I'm too tired to keep doing this. Which I did not mean to do. This was supposed to be like, you know, hour and a half, so ish episode. I don't know. Well, I say that the episode might end up being less than an hour very easily, because there's gonna be a lot of stuff that I'm going to be cutting out, because I'm not doing much other than staring at a book or staring at a wall, or... Because, like, I know, again, I've said that I want to, like, actually show stuff on camera, but, sitting there flicking through the codex pages is just not. But, I'll tell you what, I think we're headed in the right direction. Let's take a quick look at this from out here. Really quick. Just before we close off. That doesn't really give you a good idea of anything, does it? Yeah, I'm not sure. I still have entirely too much indecision about how I want this place to look. I kind of just want to go back to the surface, because I have a very clear idea of how that should go. Figuring out the roads is still a little bit of a, you know, it takes some doing, but I have a clear idea of the direction and how to achieve it, and it's not breaking my brain like this is. I honestly don't even understand fully why. Like, why? I don't know, but either way, I'm going to have to call it here, because, again, I'm just too tired. Next episode, though, well, between episodes, I'm going to see if I can figure out what I want to do with this. Continue trying to figure out how I want this place to look. I keep thinking that I have a clear idea, or a clearer idea, and then I don't know. I don't know. But I'm going to give it more thought, and we'll see if we can put together an actual house next episode. With the idea being to get, like, not the internals of a house, like not the furniture or anything, just the shape and structure of a house so that we can have something resembling a workshop that we will then probably move is, I think, the way to do this. At least that's my current plan. My tired, only mostly awake current plan. But yes, that's that. I'm going to have to go. Going to have to go and sleep and think and think and think about how I want to do this. Because this just doesn't feel right. It just doesn't. And imagining it going all the way down, that doesn't feel right either. And I don't know why. I really don't. There's just, like, something is off here about how we're doing this. And I'm not sure what. Do leave me suggestions if you have any ideas for anything. Let me know. But I'm going to say thank you for watching. Apologies for making you sit through whatever this was. Assuming anyone did. But either way, thank you for watching. Take care, and farewell. And here I am still just doing this still. I need to stop. Seriously though. But it's just not right, and I don't know why.